Alright, peace and greetings, YouTubers. Alright, so the 2013 AMAs, let me just jump right into it. I guess overall the show was okay. It wasn't bad, it wasn't great. It's the type of show you get when you have a mediocre catalog of artists to give you the presentations, but it was actually somewhat decent. As a matter of fact, the AMAs have kind of been upstaging the VMAs over the last 2, 3, 4 years. Like, honestly, AMAs might be my favorite award show to actually watch and review aside from the BET Awards, because I think they still try to at least attempt to have a diverse range of entertainers there. It's not just all country and folk all day, or it's not just all rap artists, or it's not just all pop artists. It's a little bit of everything. So, you know, AMAs, they've been trying it. Katy Perry opened the show. She performed some song. I forgot what the song was, but whatever it was cool for a Katy Perry performance. She got what Katy Perry does. She sing a little bit and you just move on. So, Katy Perry, I think more so I enjoy the studio versions of the songs. I don't really check for her performances because there's not a lot of Katy performances that move me. But Katy does what she does, and she got her #1 album. So you know what, Katy, you do you, and I'll sit here and still critique your performances. Then One Direction performed, and I guess whatever they did was cool to the 13, 14, 15-year-old girls. They probably loved it. They're not really a part of, you know, what I'm into. I'm not really in the demographic that they're marketed to. So of course the stuff that they do doesn't do anything for me. Plus I grew up on the era of NSYNC and Backstreet Boys. So and these cats don't even dance or anything. I don't know what they actually do. They're kind of like the Wanted. Like, you know, nobody really wants to see them perform either. It's kind of just, what do y'all do? They're just up there doing anything. Makes me feel like I should have got my life together a few years ago and auditioned for a band or something. But One Direction performed, and I guess for their fan base it was enjoyable. So One Direction, you guys do you. Y'all got like, y'all racking up records and sales and charts and everything, so you're doing something right. It's Ariana Grande, or is it Ariana? Ariana. Oh guys, my friend Tanae's here. Tanae, say hi.
Hi.
Alright, she's actually working on the editing for the web series that I'll tell you about in a second. But yeah, so Ariana Grande, you said Ariana? Ariana. Diet Mariah, she performed. And she performed Almost Is Never Enough, and she actually did a very good job. Vocally, she has a really good live voice, and I've been kind of following her on YouTube, and there's this clip of her when she's with Patti LaBelle, and it's her and her brother and somebody else. But basically, she kind of went in. Even Patti was like, alright, I'll let you have this. But no, she had a really good performance. I kind of wanted her to perform something a little bit more upbeat, but I know they're trying to showcase her vocal ability, so they had her sing a ballad. The only thing that I need them to get together is just her imaging. I still get that, I get the we're trying to turn you into the next Mariah vibe. And I don't know how that's going to work, because whenever you try to make somebody the next something, you usually fall off hard. So I need them to help Ariana find her own lane. Plus, I didn't know she was like 20, 21. You would think she was 15 or 16 because she still got the pre-prom poodle dresses on and the ribbon. And then the way that they have her speak and carry conversation, you think you're talking to a teenage girl. So I need them to just fix that a little bit, because currently her and Miley Cyrus are like the same age, and Miley Cyrus is over there giving birth on stage. So Ariana, just, we're going to work on your imaging, alright? Kesha and Pitbull performed, didn't really care, so we'll move right on. Then Justin Timberlake performed, and what I appreciate about Justin, even though I may not like him personally, as far as his personality, because I'm still a little bitter about him and Janet, but he does give some really great albums, and he always gives a really good performance, because he will always have a live band, and not just any little rinky-dink live band with 3, you know, instrumentalists and a backing track to play. And no, he gives you the full band, percussion. He's going to give you an orchestra section, a brass horn section. He's going to have 4 or 5 backup singers that he pulled out of somebody's Baptist church, and they're just going to go for it, and he's going to give you all of that. So he had a really good performance, and I think it was really smart of him to perform a song that wasn't so R&B influenced, but still more pop country. That way, he doesn't alienate the other fan bases that may not like that Justin's a little too urban for them, because, you know, people get uncomfortable around urban stuff after a while. But whatever. God bless America. Another group, Florida Georgia Line performed, and they had this song with Nelly. I didn't know it was #1 for 24 weeks on the country chart. So Nelly, I see why you've been in hiding, or I see why you haven't been promoting your album that came out, because you're enjoying your country success. So you go ahead and do that, Nelly. But they performed, and it was cool, I guess. I don't ever talk bad about the country acts, because usually they have good performances, and they're like the last genre that's very genuine to their craft, since y'all decided to just burn R&B alive and you don't invite them to the award shows anymore, which is probably why Sierra didn't get to perform, or Kelly Rowland, or anybody else who was an R&B act, even though, whatever. Moving on. Rihanna. Let's get to you. So Rihanna was presented with the Iconic Award, which is an honor that they kind of created just for Rihanna. If this were 2, 3, 4 years ago, I'd probably be on here cussing her out right now about this award that she's getting. But you know what, I will say, as much as I critique Rihanna and as hard as I am on her as an entertainer, I think she has earned that award. I don't like the title of it, I would have given it a different title, but she's done a lot in the last 6 or 7 years, and she's really overworked herself and racking up, ton of #1 hits. More than Stevie, more than Janet. I think she has more than Michael now or Whitney. She's doing what she does as far as like #1s and everything, and going on these tours and keeping herself relevant in music. Even though she comes out with an album every time the clocks change, but she's doing what she does. Her performance, I was feeling some type of way because they had her perform Diamonds, and I was like, Diamonds came out a year ago. It already went to #1, so wouldn't you perform the song that you just released? But that's how the Grammys and the AMAs are. They usually want you to perform, your biggest hit of the year or whatever. Who cares? But I would have had her perform the What Now song, because that's the song I've been fighting for the longest. That is the one song that made me actually purchase a Rihanna album, because I haven't bought a Rihanna album since Music of the Sun. But that What Now, when she gets to the bridge and I don't know what to try, I don't know, like saying Ray, I like that. But we had a question. Me and Tanae was asking, like, okay, so the clips in the head, because she was saying, I guess that it's a rap, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, so she has the rap thing, and that's what y'all go to sleep in. So girls, when they want to go to sleep, they put the rap in. But we were confused as if you were supposed to actually look like that, if that was an accident, like you were backstage and they just told you had got to hurry up and get out there and you weren't ready, so you kept it on. So we didn't know, because you gave me the whole, I'm the girlfriend from around the way who's going to DTLR to get my boyfriend some shoes. That's what I got from you. But whatever. Congratulations on your award, Rihanna. That might be the last congratulations you get from me for a while, until you really, can you please perform What Now? I need you to stop acting like it doesn't exist. Alright? Ugh. That's rude. One time I tried to give you a shot, you want to sit here and ignore my songs. You want to come out with Pour It Up, though. Anyway, Macklemore and Ryan Lewis they performed some song, I don't know what it was, but whatever it was, he was speaking 100,000 words a minute, faster than I'm talking right now. And the performance, I guess, was cool for what it is. I'm still not too big on them, but I do kind of like that, they kind of just came out of nowhere and kind of just exploded. So it gives hope to new entertainers who want to come out, because I've been saying that basically, if you're not established at this point, it's going to be really hard to come out in 2013, 2014 and develop a fan base, because the music industry is just shifting and changing. It's a mess, man. J-Lo did a Celia Cruz tribute, which is cool, and my only concern is, like, I understand that, J-Lo is like the big time Latina entertainer, but there are some other singers out there who have really great voices who could have done that tribute. But that's fine. If y'all just want to use J-Lo for everything, that's cool. Alright? But look, God rest her soul in the next 30, 40 years, but when Gloria Estefan kicks the bucket, y'all better not try to have J-Lo try to do her tribute. I just want y'all to know. A Great Big World, and Christina Aguilera performed, I forgot what the song is, but it went to #1 as soon as it came out on iTunes. Performance was cool. I think Christina Aguilera had like a cold or something, though. She didn't sound like herself, but I do think she has a shot at making a huge comeback, because the era of Gaga and Britney are starting to die down, and I think music, once again, is kind of doing a full circle turn, so people aren't really into the microwave, instant music anymore. So Christina may have a shot if they can kind of just get her imaging together and actually give her the right material. I think what's kind of messed her up after the stripped era is just that music got so watered down and commercial, and because she doesn't have a commercial voice, and her voice is very soulful and very, she likes to do a lot of runs, and sometimes they don't come out right, but she likes to, do all the power notes. It's hard to kind of put her voice on a lot of certain tracks without her just screaming and straining on them. So if they can figure out what to do with her voice, kind of like with Jennifer Hudson, she'll be all right. Kendrick Lamar performed, and he kind of did Swimming Pools, which is another older song, and you could have done something newer. Can you do Backseat Freestyle? Because that's my song. But it's not a single, so I guess not. But y'all should check that song out too. I like that, the Backseat Freestyle, Kendrick Lamar's album. Lady Gaga performed with R. Kelly, and she performed the Do What You Want to My Body song. Do what you want, do what you want to do, whatever we want to do, she wants us to do it. So she performed that song with R. Kelly and kind of had the whole scandal theme, and it was cool. Lady Gaga I'm kind of concerned about, because I think her time is slowly winding down as being a commanding entertainer. Her era is not going as well as it should be going, just in my opinion, based off of what I've seen. But I've always said that if your last era ends on a sour note, most likely there's no anticipation for your next project. So because the Born This Way era came and went, there was no anticipation for this art pop project, and things haven't gone as well, I'm sure, as they wanted it to go. Plus, they don't know what to do with Lady Gaga's image. The whole weird thing in the performing, like you're having your period with the blood dripping out of you on stage back in 08 and 09 was cool, because that was kind of new and nobody had seen that before. But now that we're over the imaging, or I think people are getting more back into the music, depending on who it is and what audience, people aren't really checking for Gaga anymore because now you have these newer kids that are coming on the block too. So the competition is a little bit more, just a little bit more intense. So Gaga, I need you to figure out your imaging. I don't know if you're trying to get the street cred, because I read that you have Too Short on your album, and now you perform with R. Kelly, and I don't know what cruise ship you pulled him off of to get him and perform, because he does his cruise ship R&B now. But I'm sure he's very excited to be on the AMA stage. So Gaga's performance is cool. Then we get to TLC, and as a huge TLC fan, I have to be unbiased and say what the rest of the world is thinking, and the performance wasn't bad, and it wasn't great, and it was, I don't even know if it was okay. It was just under okay, if that I can put it that way. I would have rather TLC just perform No Scrubs, or actually the Meant to Be song that's off the movie, but I don't know what's going on with that. But for them, I think they have a hard time trying to just... Performances by TLC are just hard. One, they're already missing Left Eye. Two, they're a lot older. Three, T-Boz only has 90% of her balance because she had that brain tumor. And then also the medication and everything she's on, it makes her weight go up and down. So as far as the imaging, when you just put her next to Chili, who always wants to show her stomach, T-Boz looks out of place. And then here comes the Twitter jokes, and everybody goes in on T-Boz and all this other stuff. So it's just already hard for them to perform. Like, honestly, when there's certain entertainers that I really like from childhood who perform, I just get nervous. I don't get excited anymore. When they say Janet is performing something, I'm like, oh God, please don't let her fall. Please don't let her backing track be wrong. Don't let her knee give out. And, oh, Toni Braxton's performing. Oh God, please don't let her dodge all the notes this time, or whatever. Or now with TLC, please don't let them embarrass me. Please don't let them embarrass me. But for what they did, the performance was cool. Little Mama, I know a lot of you guys are like, I don't like her, yada, yada, yada. But she did a good job in the movie. You guys gave her all the props in the movie, so let her get her last 3 minutes of fame and then do the Left Eye rap. Even though she was out of breath trying to do it. I was like, Lil Mama, that was your one part in the performance. Just do Left Eye's verse and sit on down. But, okay, you do what you do. It was cool, though. What I would have done, though, I would have just had Left Eye's vocals playing instead, and I would have just had a video montage of Left Eye and TLC's highlights, and when the video went off, then the choir would be out there. They'd sing and do Kumbayas and wave, and Patti LaBelle roll on the stage or something, and Ariana comes out and passes the audience tissues, and they take a bow, and they leave. Like, groups like TLC and acts like Mary J. Blige and some of the older ones like Mariah, because they already have a legacy to maintain, sometimes when they go out here and try to do what the current acts are doing, they almost look silly. So I felt some type of way watching that performance, but I still support TLC. I'll say my opinion with this Pebbles chick that's still messing up stuff and messing up, like giving me a headache and adding all the stuff that we already knew about. But TLC, I'm glad that they were on stage. It was exciting, even though they were only on stage for about 45 seconds, I guess. And they actually sang live, so I'll take it. Miley Cyrus closed the show, and she did a very decent job. I didn't realize Miley is really like a pretty good vocalist. I remember watching when she did that performance with Beyonce and Mary J. Blige, Mariah at some award show back in Europe somewhere, or for some charity or something. But she was the one sounding off. Like, even Sierra was upstaging her that day, and I was like, okay. But I don't know. So Miley actually gave a decent performance. I'm not big on Miley, but Miley has surprised me because she's kind of came out and kind of commanded, some attention. As far as, okay, yeah, I did Shock and I'm a twerk all day, but let me give you this music here that y'all are gonna like. So the Wrecking Balls are pretty good. It's actually a decent song. Anyway, so that's my 2 cents on the award show. Let me know what you think. Share your 2 cents. I gotta do my shout out. So, Natalie, this is your shout out. Thank you so much for making me feel somewhat important. Okay, so I was at this Howard Homecoming tailgating party, and Natalie must have spotted me from somewhere, and she recognized me from YouTube. And it kind of threw me off because I don't know, because I only have so many subscribers in my channel, I guess it's exclusive. There's only so many people in this club here. It's very rare that somebody would actually recognize me off of YouTube, and she did, and she was actually like just really nice and really supportive. It made me feel really important because I was like, me? Are you sure? Like, because I got nervous because at first, she had somebody else come just to make sure I was who I was, and I'm like, I didn't know if he was going to punch me in the face after I said, yeah, I'm on the YouTube. He might have been mad about one of my other videos or something. So, Natalie, thank you for making me feel important. So that's your shout out. And Generation Black, the web series we've been working on, Tanae and I, it is almost here. It comes out December 10th, and then we'll do our launch party on December 11th. It's going to be really great. I'm telling you, it's going to be so good. It's going to be like, I don't know, we've been working on it for a really long time, and the work is finally paying off. The cast is great. We filmed everything that we need to film. We're doing all the editing, which takes hours and hours and hours and hours and lots of patience and cussing each other out, but it's going to be so good. If you want to go ahead and subscribe to the channel that it's going to be on, because I'm not going to put it on this one because I got too much mess on this channel and I don't want it associated with the project. You guys can subscribe to Generation Black, the #1, or you can find it on YouTube. So basically, if you put it in the URL, just Generation Black and the number 1, that's the channel it's going to be on. There's going to be some videos uploaded very soon as far as the promo about what it's going to be about. I just suggest that you all subscribe and share it. I'm telling you, it will be very good, and it's just going to be something a little bit left field from what everybody else is doing, and you will enjoy it. And if not, I don't care. Just subscribe and share it anyway. All right. Yeah, y'all better watch this stuff, all this work we done did. I don't got time. Y'all better watch and support this. It better get more support than my channel. I know that. Alright, anyway, thanks for watching. Subscribe. Tell me all your thoughts about the award show, and we're out. Also, I do enjoy when you guys send the inbox messages about what I should do videos on. It just, once again, makes me feel somewhat important. So, continue to do that. I try to meet the needs of what you guys ask when I have a free minute. We've just been really busy filming and everything, though, but it's coming together. Alright, good night. I'm out.